friends, welcome to Charlotte's Artistry. In today's video, we'll be seeing 16 low maintenance summer plants. Let's get started. The first summer plant we are going to see is desert roses.
Desert roses are evergreen plants found in the deserts of Africa. These plants love sunlight and need minimum water to grow. These plants can be grown as bonsai tree as it can grow in any tiny pot with minimum maintenance. But do not overwater it as it can lead to root rotting. The stem is very poisonous, so keep the plant out of reach from children and pet animals.
The next plant we are going to see is Vinca.
Vinca is another evergreen plant that blooms throughout summer. The blossoms come in a variety of colors such as orange, pink, purple, white and blue. It lasts longer and stays fresh for weeks together, and it's a medicinal plant used to treat diabetes and cancer. For the best growth, it needs full sunlight and regular watering in a well-drained pot.
The next plant we are going to see is baby sunrose.
Baby sunrose is a flowering succulent that blooms in full sunlight. These plants can be grown from cuttings. It can survive without water or with minimum water for 4 to 5 days together, but the plant always looks fresh and glossy. It can grow in any tiny well-drained pot and needs minimum care, but do not overwater it as it can cause a root rotting.
The next summer plant is Crepe Jasmine.
Crepe jasmine or pinwheel flower is an evergreen plant or a mini tree that gives single and double flowers of white color. It's used to treat eye problems. The single flower is unscented, but the double flower has a lovely fragrance. The plant needs regular watering in a well-drained soil. Even with minimum care, the plant looks healthy with its glossy leaves.
So the next plant is Tangled Heart.
Tangled Heart or pillow plant is a succulent creeper that goes without water for 2 to 3 days. Water it once the soil is dry. Tangled Heart can be grown from cuttings and it has to be placed in a well-drained soil. It can be grown in any tiny planter with minimum maintenance. You can grow an entire garden just with few cuttings. The next plant is Marigold. Marigold is used for extracting essential oils, perfumes, food colors and garnishing. It blooms throughout summer and stays fresh for a long time. It comes in a variety of colors like yellow, orange, white and often bordered with red color. Regularly watering is all it needs, so it's quite easy to grow in summer without any maintenance.
The next summer plant is Zinnia.
Zinnia is one of the best ornamental plants for summer. It blooms in a variety of vibrant colors and attracts bees and butterflies. It's highly recommended to keep amidst kitchen garden to increase pollination. It can grow from seeds that sprouts and grows very fast. And once it blooms, it stays fresh for a very long time without any maintenance.
The next plant is moss rose.
Moss rose are flowering succulents that require minimum soil and water. It can be grown in any tiny planter or even in rock soil with minimum care. It can go on without water for 3 to 4 days. It can be grown from cuttings, and with just few cuttings we can make an entire garden. The flowers are very attractive and a great source of nectar. Its vibrant flowers attract honeybee and butterflies. The next plant is Canna. It's a flowering plant that attracts insects and bees for nectar. Its flowers are yellow, orange and red in color. Canna seeds are used as beads in jewelry and to make dye. It grows and spreads quickly, so it's one of the best plants for fencing or bordering. It can resist high temperature. All it needs is regular watering for its growth.
The next summer plant is Lantana.
Lantana comes in a variety of colors such as yellow, orange, red, pink, purple and white. They are extremely drought tolerant summer plants. They grow in all the seasons but blooms its best during the summer. It's highly recommended to keep lantana along with the kitchen garden to attract bees and butterflies.
The next plant we are going to see is Purslane.
Purslane are edible and flowering succulents that require minimum water and maintenance. It can grow in any kind of soil and any container. It needs plenty of sunlight and blooms only in sunshine. Do not overwater it or let the water stagnate at any cost. This can lead to root rotting. Hibiscus is the next plant we are going to see. It's a heat-resisting plant that needs regular watering. The plant should be kept in a well-drained soil and in full sun. Hibiscus tea helps in curing diabetes, blood pressure and depression. It can be grown from cuttings. It blooms numerously and continuously in summer with minimum maintenance.
The next summer plant is Globe Amaranth.
It's an edible medicinal plant for a variety of diseases that blooms throughout summer. It comes in a variety of colors and it stays fresh all summer. The color remains unchanged even after drying, so it's called as an ever-bloomed flower. Place it in full sun in a well-drained pot and water it only when the soil is dry.
The next summer plant is Oleander.
Oleander is a beautiful ornamental plant or a mini tree. It needs very less care during the summer season. Watering it regularly is all it needs, and make sure not to overwater it. It can bear extreme heat and survive on limited water. The plant is poisonous in nature, so keep it out of reach from children and pet animals. At the same time, it can reduce pollution, so it's a very good plant to keep it at home.
Next we are going to see Wallflower or Celosia plant.
Celosia plant or wallflower needs well-drained soil with regular watering, but do not overwater it as it cannot bear wet food. The flower blooms throughout summer from 8 weeks to 10 weeks and remains fresh throughout the season. Again, it regrows from the seeds in the next season, hence it's very easy to maintain.
The next summer plant is Rio plant.
Oyster plant or mosses in the cradle is an ornamental plant that has green leaves with purple color on the underside of the leaves. It can be grown as an indoor plant by placing it near a window that receives maximum sunlight. It can spread and grow in spacious pots and on the ground. Rio plant can also be grown in hanging planters. If you like this information, give a thumbs up to my video and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel for more such videos.